Hey, welcome back to the channel. It is your girl Julie Jamison, interior decorator, helping women of color transform their space to be a true, complete reflection of who they are using their birth chart. Because as I always say, there's just one you, there's just one of your birth chart. And so it's the perfect way to create a personalized space that is a true reflection of you inside and out than by having your home reflect your birth chart. And if you're looking for help on how to do this, if this sounds intriguing to you, then hit your girl up. You can find me at redoyourroomonline.com. I'll have my link to the website as well down below in the description box, and we can link up and work together on your birth chart to see how we can create a space that is truly unique to you using your own placements in your birth chart. Today's video is all about how your home can allow you to feel grounded and at peace. And I wanted to discuss some of the ways that your home can do that for you. And one of them is by bringing in any sort of earth elements into your home. And what does that consist of, right? Wood pieces, wood furniture, your media cabinets, your coffee tables, your armoires. Like I always say, if you want to get trendy with what's happening out now, those wood walls that you see being mounted on literal walls is super popular, and it's a great way to bring in that wood element into your space and allow you to feel grounded. Because when you have earth elements around you, it's almost like you're walking barefoot out in the park and you feel connected to the earth. If you've never walked barefoot on grass or on dirt, then I truly recommend that you do, because it at first will feel a little weird. I'm not gonna front. But once you start to really connect with your body and connect with yourself, you start to connect with Mother Earth. And when we're in our homes, of course, we're not outside, so it can be a little harder to feel grounded. And so I feel that one of the best ways to feel grounded in your space is by bringing those outside elements into your home. And one of the heavier items is always wood, because it reminds us of trees. I mean, if you've never hugged a tree, go outside and hug a tree, because let me tell you, hugging trees has saved my life. Whenever I'm super high anxiety or just not having a great day, I'm allowing my thoughts to get the best of me. I am just really in my head, because I have a stellium in Gemini, so it be all types of circus up in here. And whenever I need to really come back to earth, I go outside. I'm privileged to have a backyard. I can do that in the backyard. But for me, myself, because I have 4 kids and I just want to be alone, and then we have 2 dogs, it's a lot going on here. The park is my favorite place to be. It's actually me and my dog's favorite place to be, but there are times that I go there by myself just to really connect with the earth, because it just really helps to calm me down and reduces my anxiety and just really brings me back down literally to earth whenever I feel like I'm too up in the clouds. And so one way to do that in your home is by literally bringing in wood pieces in your space. There are just so many ways. And then the next way is to actually bring in plants into your space, because plants are from outside, right? Bonus points if they're real, because then you actually have dirt and you have to care for them and you have to repot them, and you're just really playing with the soil, and it just really allows you to feel grounded and more in your body, which is always great, especially if you're someone who deals with mental health issues like myself. It really just helps to calm you down and bring you back to yourself, and bring you back to your body, literally. And if you're not a plant person, because not everybody is, I wasn't always a plant person. I used to kill them all the time. Trust me, if you've been following me for a minute, especially on Instagram, you know this. But I've gotten great at them, and I love my plants. But if you're not a plant person, then maybe bringing in flowers into your space, real flowers, a fresh bouquet of flowers into your home every week, every few days, would be another great way to bring the outdoors inside your space. And then if flowers are not your jam, plants are not your jam, then maybe artwork of these actual things would feel more like something that will make you feel more comfortable, or something that is more appealing to you and to your eye. Artwork of plants, artwork of flowers, right? Or maybe it's just artwork of the outdoors, whether it is a park, the ocean, anything that is outside of the earth, right? Bringing that kind of artwork into your space, and whenever you pass by and you look at it and you kind of stop for yourself, I mean for a minute, not for yourself, because I thought of a mirror and I'm thinking selfie. And you stop and you look at it and you admire the scenery, and it literally reminds you of the outdoors. You start to feel the breeze. You start to feel the trees, like the leaves swinging in the branches and things. I don't know, that's just me. I guess I always go back to what my therapist says of like the best way to come back to your body whenever you're feeling super anxious is to stop and enhance your senses by, she always says, what do you see? Stop and what do you see? Okay, I see the leaves falling. You know, whatever you see, people walking, it's like really be present in the moment. What do you see? What do you smell? Light you up some incense, right? Which is another great way to feel grounded in your space. Light up some incense, and bonus points if it's something of the earth, some sandalwood would be great because that's a very earthy element. Sit and actually like, don't just burn it and walk away, but sit, burn it, and just sit with yourself. Either close your eyes, sit in silence, or you don't even have to do all of that. Just sit, give yourself a minute to just not do anything and just really take in the smell, right? Be present with yourself enough where you actually smell the incense burning, and it'll help to calm you down and bring you right back down to earth and allow you to feel more grounded. Another way to do this is by bringing in the color black into your home. And I know some people were like, wait a second, I'm all about white and creams and grays and neutrals. You can bring in black into your space. I'm gonna show you how. You could literally paint your walls black, which I think is amazing because I'm all about a moody space. If that's too much for you, just bring in something black into your space. It could be a coffee table. It could be a throw pillow. It can be a throw blanket. It could be a plant pot. It could even be the frames of your artwork. It can be an accessory tray or some sort of like a little trinket or a statue that's black in your space, and it'll allow you to, it'll really just help to ground the space. If you have a lot of other colorful things going on that could be a little loud, or maybe it's just too neutral and you need to add that pop, right? Then bringing in something black into your space. Get creative. Think of something. I just gave you a few options here. And bring that color in your space, and it'll really allow all of that to come down. And then the last and final way that you can feel grounded in your space is by incorporating crystals in your home. And it could be any kind of crystals because crystals come from the earth. But if you're really looking to feel grounded, then we're going to focus on the crystals that allow for that to really hone in and take place in your home. And what crystals are those? Those are any black crystals. My favorite crystal, which I happen to have here with me, which I actually, every time I film, I have it here with me, is my favorite grounding crystal is black tourmaline. I actually enjoy the raw version better of all crystals because I just feel like they're more potent than the polished ones. This is my ultimate favorite crystal, but if you're new to crystals, then it's always great for you to kind of feel the energy of the crystal. And if it's something that you resonate with, then that's the one you go with. It's all about intuition and what feels good to you because this is, you know, energy, right? Then I have some polished ones here. I believe this is obsidian and this may be black onyx, but I don't think this is black onyx, but let's just make pretend that it is because it's a black crystal. They not only do they allow you to feel more grounded, they are also protection stones, right? They ward off any sort of bad energy that may have entered your space. And when we have sometimes when we have bad energy flowing through our space, we need to clear that out. And one way to do that, maybe I could talk about this in another video. You let me know down below in the comments if that would be interesting to you, how you can cleanse your space through these black crystals because they absorb any sort of negative energy that may have found its way into your home, which is highly possible because we're outdoors, we're interacting with people, we're picking up people's energy, especially if you're like me, if you're an empath and you're very sensitive to energy. And it's always a great idea to have a black tourmaline crystal or any sort of black crystal to really absorb that energy for you, and then just making sure you cleanse this on a regular basis so that it can release that bad energy that it has taken up from that you have brought into your home or that has found its way into our home somehow. But those are just some ways that you can begin to feel grounded in your space, so that you can feel more at ease and more peaceful in your home, because our home is supposed to do that for us. And if it's not, then I just wanted to give you some tips on how your home can allow you to feel more grounded. Because listen, especially as people of color, we deal with a lot in the outside world. We deal with a lot of trauma, whether it's ancestral, which is a whole nother topic that comes to us through our DNA and through our genes. But every day, experiencing life every day as a Black and brown person can be heavy. It can be a lot. And if you're not Black and brown, you just don't get it. All right, I'm gonna just say that. But if you are, Black and brown, you know that you deal with a lot in the world, and it could be a lot to deal with. And when we come home, we want to just kind of just release and just feel protected and feel at ease and feel at peace, literally just feel grounded. And so I just wanted to give you some tips on how your space can do that for you. And if it's not feeling like that for you now, then you have some ways that you can go ahead and get started on. I'm gonna just basically give you some homework and find whatever resonates from the list that I gave you of the tips and start incorporating that into your home, so that you can start to feel more grounded, you feel happier, you feel more connected to your body. And so I'm gonna leave you with that. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share it with your friends. Give me a like, give me a comment. And if you're not subscribed, listen, girl, I don't know what's wrong with you. You better hit that subscribe button now. And I will see you in the next video. Until next time.